Hi, I'm Katherine and today I'm going to show you how to make flatbreads on an open fire. For your flatbreads you're going to need a few bits of equipment and ingredients. So we've got self-raising flour, vegetable oil, natural yoghurt, a bowl for mixing, a knife and a spoon to help the mixing process, and for the cooking you need a tray, a skillet or a pan to put on top of the fire. Whenever we're cooking on an open fire we have to prep the fire first because that's important. We don't want the flames roaring because we're going to be always cooking on those embers. We've got a nice fire going here, as you can see. It's been going for quite a while with topping up of fresh wood as we go, but it's those embers right in the middle there that is what we're going to be cooking on, not the flames itself. First of all we're going to add some flour to the bowl. I'm not going to use quantities because that's all the fun of experimenting with our young people. So I'm going to add this much into the bowl. I have got food safe gloves on today just because my hands are a little sore and I've got nail varnish on. We don't want that in our flour. In the flour you're going to make a small depression for the yoghurt. Now we've got the depression in the flour, we're going to add a spoonful of yoghurt at a time and then we'll mix that in using a knife, and we slowly build up to the dough consistency, adding a little bit more yoghurt as we go until we get a ball of dough. So I've added another 2 spoons of yoghurt. You can see it's slightly coming together. We'll add another one. We'll continue the mixing process. At some point we'll have to get our hands in there. The bit I don't like. Right, here we go. Let's see. Eek. This is where you can make a nice mess. Judge for the dough. So it's still coming together, so I'm going to add a bit of yoghurt. Keep on working it in with your hands. So we're going to see how it is after the kneading process. We've added a little bit more yoghurt. As they say, add little. You can add more, but you can't take it out. And that is a really nice workable flatbread dough. Now we're up to the bit of frying the bread off on the open fire. The pan's on, it's warm. We're just going to add a little drop of oil just to help it not stick. But you can tell we're on a bit of a slope, so my oil's running downhill. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Let's get that heated through. So making sure your fire is fully stoked underneath. Okay, we've had to get this one going a little bit more because it kind of wasn't producing enough embers. So we have got a little bit of flame going on here, but it's keeping the tray warm. Now that I've got my fire gloves on, I'm just going to move it to one side just so that it doesn't kind of burn the thin metal sheet that we've got there. So we'll let it die down a bit more and then we'll crack on with cooking our flatbreads. Here are our flatbreads. Don't they look a bit yummy? You can shape them, you can use a rolling pin to make them a little bit more smoother, but hands are a great utensil when you're on camp. As the name suggests, it's a flatbread, so on we go, and we are going to give it a little bit of a squidge. That is the perfect temperature to bake and cook our flatbreads. If we need to apply more oil, we will do, because it's smoking a little bit round the centre here. So we may add a little bit of oil to help with that process. So our breads have only been on a few minutes. We've given them a squash down. Let's see if we can flip and see what it's like on this side. There we go. So you can see it doesn't take that long to actually cook. Okay. First one's always a dud, like in pancake making, so that's not too bad. So let's have a flip. Let's see what this one's like on the other side. That looks pretty good. We'll flip this one. Let's flip it again. And as long as all the dough has cooked through, those will be ready to eat. So on this one, flip this one on. There we go. Now that our flatbreads are cooked, it's time for the taste test. It's not bad. It's cooked through. So why don't you try and making some flatbreads next time you're on camp on an open fire with just flour and yogurt? And why not experiment? Do a little bit of a sweet one, do a savoury one, try doing some pizzas on a flatbread, or just do it as a little bit of an extra with the stew. Enjoy and have a